Hi everyone, I'm back again at the Edge Sky Deck in New York City. It's May 25th, 2021, the launch date of the Panasonic Lumix GH5 Mark II. Right now I'm live streaming at the Edge with a 3 megabits per second rate now. Before I had it at a 8 megabits per second rate. Hopefully this does better. Let me see how it is on YouTube, if I can see it. Well, it is connected to Wi-Fi, but I don't really see a picture right now. I don't even know if you could hear me. It is a brand new camera, so I can understand if there's connection issues or whatnot. It's not going to be as perfect as live streaming from a home connection where the Wi-Fi is stable. Alright, I think it's working now.
Oh, sure.
I'm live streaming on my Panasonic Lumix GH5 Mark II at 3 megabits per second, 1080p. I think the last time I had it on too high of a bit rate, so it wasn't streaming stably. Hopefully it's online now. I'm able to see it, but I don't know if anyone else is here yet. Hello! Launch day of the Panasonic Lumix GH5 Mark II. Testing it out at the Edge. So far it's stable. Alright, look at that zoom. I went from 12 millimeter all the way to 60. There we go. We're in business now. It's stable. Good thing I had a backup stream key, or I wouldn't have been able to restart it. Alright, let's go to the actual Edge and look. I'm not using a gimbal, I'm hand holding it. Supposedly the image stabilization has gotten a lot better with this camera. Out and About is here. The slide is open to everyone. It is. J. Chris, how am I liking the GH5? This is the GH5 Mark II. So far, I haven't had much time to test it yet. I had some hiccups with my first live stream, as expected, but I started a new one with a lower bit rate and now it's connected. This is a good place to test it, especially the zoom features and also the focus tracking. Man, this is awesome. I can actually have a proper zooming camera for my needs. But I want to thank Panasonic for sending me this camera so I could use it and give my honest opinion about it. There's the World Trade Center in the background. Fun fact, I was gonna go there to the One World Observatory, but it's closed today. Yeah, Joseph, no gimbal, I'm hand holding it. Cheap Charlie lies saying it's a better low light. Don't need a gimbal either. S-Con saying video compression a bit choppy when I move or zoom. Well, the thing is, I wanted to be safe with the live stream and choose 3 megabits per second. I had an option to do 6 megabits. I knew 8 was too much to live stream at 1080p 60. But at least I know the live stream's working and I can use it like this. You couldn't do this with my other camera. There's digital zoom in that. There's no digital zoom here. All optical zoom. Nick G saying, do I think I'll keep it? Yes, I am going to keep this camera. It's amazing. Yeah, Cheap Charlie say 3 megabits is low, but can't expect too much. Yeah, especially since I had problems before streaming at 8 megabits per second at 1080p 60. But I can always do more live streams with this camera later. Look at that, you can zoom in all the way to those cars. This is the Panasonic Leica 12 to 60 millimeter DG Vario lens that came with the lens that came with the camera. There's Jersey City. I know a lot of people were waiting for the Lumix GH5, which is going to come out by the end of the year. There's a lot of announcements about it already, but no one really knew what this GH5 Mark II is capable of. This thing they have here with the live streaming directly to YouTube or Facebook or through RTMP, which I'm using, is awesome. You don't need a computer, you don't need a capture card, it just goes right there. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody's liking it now. Rebecca Curiel saying hello. BSR saying hey everyone, and AK. Leon says looks like an ordinary camera. Well, it is a micro four thirds camera. I know a lot of people were expecting for that format to go away, but Panasonic kept it alive with this camera and also the GH6. And they're good cameras. The issue I know with the GH5 before and other micro four thirds Panasonic cameras before was everyone was complaining about the autofocus. But I'm noticing the focusing got a lot better in this camera. There's the Empire State Building. Let's see how close we can get. Very nice. Times Square is down there. Chris Spades asking if I go to B&H for my camera equipment. I sometimes go there. It's my favorite camera place in New York City for sure. Let's look north towards the George Washington Bridge. We can see that all the way from here. Yeah, Cheap Charlie, you're correct. It's way better than a phone with a 3 megabyte restriction, but this camera is capable of a lot more. That's the one Vanderbilt Tower. I don't think that was completed the last time I was up here. Elijah Yuan asking how much it is to visit the Edge. I paid $36 plus tax. I think it came out to like 39 and change. Wow, look at this building going up, huh? We can see the top of it. This is one of the buildings at Hudson Yards going up. Chris Space asking how long does the battery last? I'm not sure about that. This is like my first time using it on a live stream, like for real. But hopefully we get some good battery life out of this. I'm expecting to use this camera until the battery dies up here. Out and about, am I using one hand or both? Just one hand. And I'm not using a gimbal. It's not too heavy of a camera too. I'd say it's about like maybe 3 pounds or so with the lens attached to it. Without the lens, it's lighter. And now we gotta go look down. Oh God, I'm not doing it again, bro. How's this, huh? Woo! It does feel weird. You can see my foot. This is the scariest part of the Edge. Yeah, Robert's saying it's scary. This is the perfect place to test this camera too, because it's outdoors, high in the sky. You would think the signal is not too great here. All the buildings are around us, so I can zoom in very far. Max zoom right here, and getting all these cars. They look like toys from up here. I'm 102 stories above New York City, I believe. But I last came here in March 2020, right before New York City went on a lockdown. Yeah, Cheap Charlie, they announced it this morning. But Panasonic sent me this camera early to test out and to use. So I'd like to thank them a lot for that. Nick wants me to flip to do a selfie. Let's see. I can do this, just turn my hand around, but... And let's test out the lens coating too. I know they put some kind of anti-glare lens coating that's better than the GH5. People are waiting in line for that corner because that's the money shot corner right there. Yeah, smartphone 3.0, good test of the new camera. This is a great test. And they also know now that 8 megabits per second is too much for this camera. Focus seems pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Skyline on the guy.
Yeah, Dutch bike vlogger. Good to see me back at the Edge. Love this observation deck. It's my favorite one out of the 3 currently available. No, 4. It's Empire State, The Edge, One World Observatory, and Top of the Rock. And soon to be the One Vanderbilt Tower all the way over there. Wait a second, I made a mistake earlier. I thought that was the One Vanderbilt Tower, but it's this one. This is One Vanderbilt. I previously said it was this one, but that one is the Bank of America Tower. Yeah, Nick, that's correct. One World Observatory is good as it's inside and it's not weather dependent. Very true with that. The issue with this camera, if you're a lefty, it might be a little bit hard to hold it because the grip is on the right side. Nick saying, what microphone am I using? As that sounds better. This is the default microphone that comes built in the camera. I can zoom into all the workers there on the top floor. It's a little bit of wind right now, some breeze, so you can hear how the wind reduction works on this camera. Christine saying the mic sounds super clear, excellent. And if I need to too, I could also put in a external mic. There's a hot shoe here and also another hole for it. But this camera is going to be revolutionary, I think, especially for people who need it for specific types of features, like the live streaming feature. I know is the big selling point, but they've made a lot of improvements under the body here. The original GH5, I know, is very popular with YouTubers and vloggers. Oh my gosh.
Don't look down, just don't look
we are looking straight down at street level. I got a super chat from Chad Talo for 250. I guess that's Indian rupees? No, I don't think so. 250 something. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. Afstar, you want me to show you the Statue of Liberty? Sure. Let's go see the Statue of Liberty. It's right down there. Let's zoom all the way in. I don't have like the best zoom lens. This only goes to 60 millimeters, but there she is. And One World Trade Center's over there. Financial District, Brooklyn Bridge, Brooklyn Heights over there, downtown Brooklyn.
That's taller than the
Yeah, sure. There's an admission fee to get up here. There's $36. I paid for it online. Yeah, Chris, this is the Leica DG Vario 12 to 60 millimeter lens. You know what I just noticed? I have the lens on manual focus the whole time. Now I have it on autofocus. It's been a while since I used a Lumix camera. I had the Lumix G7 before and also the FZ80, I think. But now the autofocus is on. Let's test it out now. It's hard to see through the viewfinder because it's bright out, but maybe I'll see it when I actually get to like a computer and see it on a monitor. Alexandro's saying the quality is not as good. Well, I'm also streaming at 3 megabits per second. You can get better if you have a more stable connection. I probably could have done 6, but I wanted to be safe. Maurice, where's the helicopter up there? Let's see if I can find it. Just got out of my view now. Oh, there it is. Oh, we just had the focus right there. Focus is pretty clear. Wow, super clear. So the autofocus is working. Randall, I'm not on a gimbal. I'm hand holding it. Yeah, Milos with the initial megabits when the stream's not buffering, the picture quality is exceptional. Yeah, this is a dedicated hybrid camera. For still photography, it'll work excellent. But not as good as like a full frame camera or full frame mirrorless camera. Those do a lot better. But Micro Four Thirds still has some life left, and Panasonic wants to show that. They're not giving up on the format yet, especially with this one. The live streaming capabilities really make this camera amazing. No computer needed, no capture card, no encoder, just directly from the camera to the phone through wireless. You want to know where they're taking pictures from? Over here inside, and they're pointing it that way. This one makes you really feel like you're floating. Ronald's saying looks steady for handheld. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Archer of Infamy asking if the vessel's open yet. It's not open yet. They closed it a few months ago. Christine saying incredibly steady. Yes. Let's go in and I'll show you the other angle where people were taking the pictures. Okay, I'm back outside now. I don't know if I reconnected or not. Alright, let's go down again because I think I'm having some connection issues up here. For some reason, this connection is struggling inside and also halfway up the stairs. So this This is like the highest I can go. Christine saying it's good now, thanks. Great to people watch here.
Where's that?
Yeah, John saying everyone's using their phones. I mean, the phone's a great tool, but it has its limitations.
Start this already.
I don't think the picture quality and video quality will match something like this, a dedicated device. That's a great picture right here. World Trade Center in the background.
Time around.
Yvette Vlogs is here. Welcome. It's a shame I can't go inside because inside they have a champagne bar and the view goes all the way around. You can see the north side. But this will have to do. Christine Camley saying, agree, the phones are limited compared to this fabulous Panasonic. And I can even use this camera for some vlogs or some pre-recorded videos I make too, where I need to focus in on stuff rather than using a phone or the DJI Pocket 2, which I use quite frequently. Chris saying there's a loss of details in the shadows. Well, I'm also streaming at 3 megabits per second, so I'll have to do some more tests with this camera with stable connection, like at a place of business. GW just checking in from Scotland. Nice pics and sound. You're a big Panasonic user. Looks like you're gonna have to save my pennies. I mean, this camera's not cheap. I think it's like $1,700. Ollie's saying my voice sounds different. Matthew, you remember trying to post Insta? You were there, but you didn't have cell phone service inside or on top of the building. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing now, right?
Oh, you can take your mask off. There was a video in China. You can do it, you can do it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you're okay. Just dissociate like you did with bungee.
Out and about saying wind is strong, can't hear me that well. Well, let me test something. I have my Rode Wireless Go 2. I could try pairing it or connecting it to this right now.
Oh, do it again, but this time, like, pretend to like lose your balance. No, do that.
Wow, that's kind of scary. A scary angle. Uh-oh.
I think it's scary to do that because it actually plays with your mind and you feel like you're actually...
Really?
Yeah.
What can they do from here?
Yeah, dude, I'm 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, let's hook up the microphone and see how it sounds like and how this works. It'll be a good test for this camera.
Oh, it is scary.
All right. Matthew's saying you can hear me fine. The wind's blowing before. Well, let's just see how it sounds and how the accessories work on this camera, because it's always good to try it out. All right. Charming one asking what's the cost to be there. It's $36 plus tax. All right. My hot shoe mount just came out. I think this should work with this. Let's try. Does it slide in? I just got up and we're walking back over where we know there's service. That staircase is not a good area for connection. All right, am I back? It looks like I'm back now. Also, I just realized my mic is brushing up against my strap, so I need to reposition it. Just put it on the strap. There we go, better. How's the sound? Is it better? Eagle Spree, say I'm back.